Well, hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Wade Patterson and I am passionate about impactful communication. I'm passionate about Toastmasters, all of those things. And if this is your first time landing on my channel, or maybe you've watched a few videos but you haven't hit that subscribe button, please subscribe, turn on notifications. I would really appreciate it if you followed me along on this journey of trying to be a better communicator myself, but also help others be better communicators as well, because communication is such a big, important part of life. Whether it's personal life or business life, communication is essential. Therefore, these videos, this content is helping you be a more impactful communicator. Today, I'm gonna talk about the underdog of public speaking skills, and that is vocal variety. I say it's the underdog because often body language gets so much attention in terms of a great public speech, but vocal variety, when used well, is truly that ingredient that I think takes a speech from a good speech to a great speech. So you may be wondering, what is vocal variety? I'll tell you what vocal variety is not. If you have ever watched a speaker who perhaps they read off a piece of paper, perhaps they don't, but they talk like this, and they say that they're very excited to be giving this speech, and they couldn't be anywhere else in the world than right here, that it's just the best feeling right now to be giving this speech, and thank you so much for attending it. So boring. It's so boring, that monotone sound, and we've all heard speakers like that, and it's not pleasant to listen to. Instead, you want to have changes in the way that you talk, in the volume, all of those sorts of things. That is what vocal variety is, and in this video I'm going to give you a couple specifics of how you can take your vocal variety to the next level. The first tip for this is probably the most obvious, and that is turn up the volume. When you have an exciting part of your speech or something that you really want to tell people about, you can speak louder and have that little spike that goes higher than the average decibel level, I guess you could say, of the rest of the speech. This does a couple of things. One, it adds some texture to your speech. It adds that variety in. It's pleasant to listen to. But another underrated skill here is that it captures or recaptures the audience's attention. We have short attention spans. I've heard statistics like humans' attention spans are shorter than a goldfish. I don't know if that's completely accurate. However, our attention spans are not long, and if you're sitting through a 5, 6, 7-minute speech, it is very easy for your mind as an audience member to wander off and think about something else. What vocal variety does, specifically turning up the volume, is it spikes the adrenaline of the audience. It catches them off guard, and it reconnects them to that speech. It reminds them to focus again, to pay attention, and it keeps them engaged. If you can do that periodically throughout the speech, when it's warranted, when it makes sense to do so, that is the perfect thing to incorporate into your speech. Think about times when the speech is exciting, where somebody laughed, where somebody yelled. These are opportunities to turn up the volume. What is an equally effective skill but is talked about way less is the opposite. It's turning down the volume. This is such a powerful skill that is way less utilized by public speakers because it adds an element of vulnerability. It's difficult to bring your voice way down and speak directly to your audience. This is an element that could be used in a sad story or a serious conversation. If you're talking about a tough subject and you need the audience to clue into how powerful this is, the subject matter, and why they need to pay attention, rather than shouting it at them, you can bring down your voice. And it will have the same effect. People will notice that change in the decibel level, but the fact it's down is more serious and it draws them in. This is a tip for advanced speakers or speakers who have been going to Toastmasters maybe for a little while, or whether you're going to Toastmasters or not. This is a tool that can help you really raise your game, and an audience will remember when you turned down the volume to get their attention. And I want to end this video with an advanced tip, and this is really something that is next level. It's not for everyone. I've only done this in very specific ways, but one of my favorite speeches ever incorporates this element, and that is doing something different than normal speech with vocal variety. Here's what I mean. There are examples of speeches that have started with somebody singing a song. Talk about a way to capture an audience's attention. You don't start with the standard, "Hi there everyone, my name is Wade Patterson and I'm going to deliver the speech." No, if I came out singing, that would capture people's attention. I won't do that for all of your benefit. That would be a horrible thing to experience. However, if you have that skill set that you are a great singer, consider incorporating singing in a really big speech that you're giving. It's something that's going to take a lot of risk, a lot of vulnerability, but it's high risk, high reward. If you're able to deliver on that, that again is what sets a great speech apart from a next level, Hall of Fame, phenomenal speech. It's that type of ingredient. If you're not a singer, that's okay. Perhaps you can include poetry. One of my favorite speeches is by somebody named Sarah Kay, who gave a TED Talk. Feel free to, after this video, to YouTube her TED Talk. She started out with basically spoken word poetry for about 3 minutes. And as soon as she was done, the whole audience stood on their feet. I've never seen that level of appreciation from a TED Talk. I think it's one of the greatest TED Talks ever. And it's something that is different, whether it's poetry, whether it's singing, whether it's yelling right out of the gate, whether it's whispering. By adding in an element that is completely different than what we're used to hearing from a speech perspective, you are going to be risking it. It's going to be taking a chance. But if you deliver on it, it is going to be one of the most powerful speeches probably most of your audience members have ever sat through. I hope this video on vocal variety has been helpful for you. If it has, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Did I miss any tips about vocal variety? Let me know in the comments. If the video was helpful, let me know in the comments. Give it a like. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day.